Good morning, friends. I started a channel basically to share the information of my interview experiences and various other experiences and various other selection criteria of MBA top MBA institutes. What was my interview experience and what were the selection criteria, whether the institute gives a preference to 10, 12 or not. So with regarding to this, I made a video specifically on IIFT selection criteria. So this is the video that is going to give you all the information regarding IIFT selection criteria. So as I would like to say that sorry, as I would show you the detail. As you can see, many people are asking what is the IIFT selection criteria for the final round. As you can see here, the weightage given to score of written round, written ability test, group discussion, personal interview, and final selection process. Written exam carries 55% weightage, group discussion carries 10%, writing skills 10%, interview 23%, and gender diversity 2%. So I'm going to explain you what is the way they calculated and how they got the breakup details of this score. Actually, last year I scored 36.1 while the cutoff was 35.5, and as I scored 36.1, so for the written exam 36.1 into 0.55, I got 19.85. Similarly, you are judged in GD, in writing skills, and in interview out of 100. So I got 65 marks in writing skill, that is read ability text. So 65 into 0.1, that is 6.5. Similarly, for GD out of 100, I was allotted 65 marks, so 65 into 0.1, 6.5. And out of interview or out of 100 marks, I was given 50. So this was 50 is that's like 50 into 0.23. You would be getting 11.5. And gender diversity specifically for girls, this 2 is like 2 into 100. So basically it's 2 into 0.02 into 100. So, simply speaking, whatever just like I have got, my composite score was 44.36. if a girl would have got the similar marks, ultimate her score would have been 46.36 because of the gender diversity. So this is the IIFT selection criteria for the final. So for the initial shortlisting also, IIFT doesn't consider your past, it doesn't consider your 10th marks, it doesn't consider 12th, it doesn't consider graduation. It's one of those institutions that doesn't consider your past and just judges on your present. Just like they announces their shortlist of around 1900 to 2000 people based on the written exam that they conduct. After shortlisting, this is the procedure that they follow for the final shortlist. The written exam which you gave initially for the shortlisting for interviews carries 55% weight, rating skills carry 10%, GD carries 10%, interview carries 23%, and gender diversity carries 2%. So what were the marks that I scored for this respective written, VAT, GDPI? When they multiplied with the factor, I got this marks. My composite score was 44.36. My merit rank was 1570. My waiting, I was not even waitlisted because initially IIFT releases around 500 people for IIFT Delhi, IIFT Kolkata, and separate waitlist around 200 for the waiting list. So I have also inquired about what was the composite scores of the person who were shortlisted for the Delhi, Kolkata, and waiting list in the first merit list, right? So the person who made into IIFT Delhi the first shortlist, just like the final selection, the guy or the girl got 54.68. For Kolkata it was 53, and the person who was the last in the waiting list that was released by IIFT, the person scored 50 marks. So these are the details. As I hope this could be a very good information for you all guys, so that you can prepare much better. And last year my score was 36.1, 35.5 was the cutoff. And yeah, so similarly I would be sharing various other interview experiences. Last year I gave XLRI, so I would be sharing that SPJ and PGDBA, if you know, postgraduate diploma in business analytics, and SIBM, NMIMS, SEM, HRT, IIFT. So all these experiences would be shared, and whichever institute that comes under Ministry of HRD and other, their selection criteria would be shared with you guys. So please like the channel, subscribe and share it, please. Thank you.